I'm Ryan Mitchell, owner of Dempster's, here with the manufacturing manager, Russ Behrens, 33 years with Dempster's. So this is our new and improved, and we're so proud of this, the variable rate drive. We're also calling it the Boss VR, performance you can bank on. One of the reasons why we had that is we say the word bank, for being an ex-banker, one of the main things is there's a huge savings we can do with the variable rate for most farmers. We believe it can pay itself off depending on your actual applications. Between 5 to 7 years, it pays for itself and then some. It is built to last using the same technology that's been proven, so it lasts 35 years or longer. So Russ, why don't you tell us a bit about the variable rate drive and what's the changes, and why did we actually still keep on using the consistent spreader? Why did we not change it?
The spreader has proven itself over the last 50, 60 years. You know, we didn't have to make any changes to that. We've had a lot of requests for a variable rate drive from all the shows we've been to, and so last year we did some redesign and development on this, and you can see it's all hydraulic drive. We get out to the field, hydraulic lines plug into the back of your tractor. We got an ISO bus connector right here. That'll plug right into your ISO bus on the back end of your tractor, and it utilizes your current monitor that you have in your cab, whether it's a John Deere, a Raven, a Midtech, or whatever.
So this is interesting. So this ISO bus is the same connection that can use almost all systems.
Yeah, so long as you have an ISO bus connector on the back end of your tractor, plug this in, use your terminal up in the cab. So it's the same with any variable rate technology. You know, you have your co-op come out, do your soil sampling, they'll create a map. When you get to the field, you get all connected up to the tractor, plug your thumb drive, your map into your terminal. It's going to pull up our spreader, and it's going to apply what the map is telling it to.
Now, one of the things I like too is we actually, rather than just putting the GPS velocity up there too, we actually use it as a safety handle too. So you can actually climb up and actually look in, which is one of our new additions too, is the actual viewing, so you can see the product, and also we still have the same conveyor chain where you can actually look to make sure that belt's actually moving.
Right. So the way this is set up, this system right here runs the spinner. This system runs the conveyor system. If we go around this way, we can take a look at the difference between a standard unit and the variable rate drive. We got hydraulic lines that run from the front end to the rear. That's a rate sensor, Dickie John rate sensor. All the components are Dickie John, but they still interact with whatever terminal you have in your cab.
Now, why did we choose Dickie John, Russ?
So yeah, they've proven themselves over many, many years. Dempster's has been with Dickie John since I can remember.
Right. So since the beginning with Dickie John, they're great. The ISOBus works with all units, whether it's John Deere or whatever else. Right.
So if you come back here, you can see these oil lines. Instead of our standard spreader having a 2-speed gearbox here, we have a hydraulic motor drive gearbox on the back end. Same thing, runs the conveyor, only this allows us to variable rate.
This used to be a 2-speed gearbox, and now it's a variable rate drive. So what's the difference there, Russ?
Well, with variable rate drive, like I said, it's all hydraulic drive. You're no longer running off a ground wheel. It's running off a GPS and what your terminal in the cab's telling it to do. So as you're going through the field and your map is telling you, you need to increase your application rate or decrease your application rate, there's a valve on the front that'll slow down, speed up this motor, and this has all been calibrated. So it'll slow down, speed up, and apply exactly what you're telling it to apply.
Now, why is there actually no rate chart here, Russ? On most standard units, we had a rate chart that was here.
You don't have to set the rate on this. That's in your map that you get from the co-op.
So it's actually totally mapped out from the co-op. No rate chart's actually needed. The gate's already set because it's actually known, and the adjustments made through the cab. I love about this, we still have our 5-second adjustable spread pattern. No tools required. Saves you time. Saves you even more money than the variable rate too. One thing I love with this as well is if you're spreading too heavy to the right, you adjust it to the left. If you're spreading too heavy to the actual left, you adjust it to the right. No tools required. 5 seconds, you're back in your cab and you're off. Now, Russ, one of the things in one of our past videos as well, but for the people who are just interested in the variable rate drive, why do we have just the single spinner? So what's the difference with here, the cone, the vanes, the single spinner? Why do we choose to stick with that?
Okay. Well, this is the same system we use on all of our units. We got a 10-inch wide stainless steel conveyor chain, the adjustable chute like you just explained, and the way this works, the product comes off the back end, hits the chute, and you can see we've got a cone here mounted to the spinner disc in the center. What that does, it allows the product to flow down the chute, slide down the cone, and enter in between the two vanes rather than on top of the vanes. And what that does, it keeps it from battering the material and pulverizing it. So the more you can keep that material consistent, the better spread pattern you're going to end up with. Our unit also has a dished disc, which allows for the 60-foot spread pattern up to 90 foot, depending on what product you're spreading. And new for 2016, these fan discs are all going to be made out of 304 stainless steel.
So Russ, it comes with a standard tarp, or some people prefer no tarp, but it comes with a standard tarp with the actual pintle here. But why don't you explain the agri-cover system and why we actually prefer that?
Okay, probably 70 to 80% of the units we sell are equipped with an agri-cover roll top tarp. All stainless steel components. Ease of use. A lot of guys that use the fitted tarps, they'll like the co-ops and that, they'll send it out to a customer. The customer will pull the fitted tarp off, throw it in a shed, and the co-op won't get it back. So this stays attached obviously all the time. Real simple to use. Disconnect it. Roll the tarp over. And you just go in the open position if you want. Like I said, all stainless steel components, so no corrosion issues as well.
Yeah, lots of easy